So some people have been asking about the page curl. So I thought I would just make something really quick and fast. So it'll be piecemeal. But this was one that I did recently. And you can see right here, if we look, you see that the page curl is doing just from this calendar image I have and not the whole screen. So I can show you how I did that. Um, and This is the key right here. If you look at where this says group, if you look right here on the edge, there's a whole bunch of stuff in there. So it has all those scenes that I did. So let me open that group. What I have in here is the first group with all the assets that I had in the first scene. And then when we get to the end here, it has this transition. It's the page curl right here. And I put that right here. So it turns the page to little Alyssa and her scene. And then the same thing happened. Why is it not? It keeps jumping over. Same thing happened for the page curl when it went to the next scene. So what you have to do, let me go back to the main timeline, is you need to group each of those scenes and do the transition between those and then group them all here. So I'm going to stop this right here and I'm going to get some things ready so I can show you how I did it. So let's start with, I just expanded the calendar. I'm looking for it. It's on here somewhere. I expanded the calendar. So what I did is I went up for a shape. I chose the square and then I just sized it to my calendar, right? So this is going to be the page that curls. So I'm going to size it. I already did that. So I don't know why it's not showing here. So I already did that, so you don't have to watch me size it. You're going to size yours the right way as well. So here is my, let me move that. You can see that I sized that square. Then I decided I wanted an image. So I already went to the studio, to backgrounds, and I chose the living room one. And I sized it to how I wanted it to look in the image. But of course, it's overlapping now, so I'm going to do some masking. But first I grabbed my character that I wanted to be on there. And I'm not doing anything fancy, so he's just going to be waving. What I want to do now is I want to group these, and I usually just use Command G, but you also can click it and group it right there. And then I'm going to mask it with the square that I made. So I'm going to select both of those and I'm going to mask the group with the square. So now you see you don't have the overlap of the background and it's only showing what belongs in that square. So as I do this, you just see him waving away. So I don't have to recreate everything. I already just duplicated that square for the background for the page curl. And I do that for each of the scenes. So I don't have to recreate it. It's the same size. But then I chose a playground background and my favorite little Alyssa. And what I did for this one is I made her so she has to be masked as well, because as we looked at this character, he fully fit in the scene and the square, and I didn't have to worry about him being outside the frame. Here, I just wanted to show that you can also mask it so that if you only want part of the character, and I had done that in the original. So again, I'm going to shift my Alyssa and the image, and I'm going to group those. And then I'm going to shift and select both of those, and I'm going to mask it. So now you can see, you only see part of her. Now what I'm going to do is show you what happens. I'm going to do the one-click transition. I'm going to go to the page curl. You can already see here, see how it's outside just that square. So it doesn't look so neat and clean, right? So, oh, that doesn't look good. So let me even make it go a little slower so you can see it more. Increase that time. That doesn't look good. So what you want to do is, to avoid that, you're going to select both the first scene and the Alyssa scene, and you're going to group those. Now you can already see that it's coming down here. Let me, I don't know if seeing a different color background will help as well. So let's just do that. So here, you're now seeing that it is only turning from the calendar side. If I ungroup this, you can see how it also overlaps there. So it's all in the grouping. You just group each of your scenes, group them together, and then you get only the section of the scene that you want to flip or page curl. Hope that helps.